Alright, in today's video we're going to be covering how to begin your Emoryi shawl as well as front post and back post double crochet stitches. You can see here that I have my wonderful colors from Totally Rad Yarn. This will be my color A, the greens will be my color B, and eventually you'll see this worked in as my color C. So to begin the shawl, I'm going to choose my color A, and in this row you're just establishing that triangle shape. So to do that, you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to count as both a double crochet and a foundation chain that you're going to be working into. You're going to double crochet 3 times into that foundation chain. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to double crochet 4 more times in that foundation chain. What I would recommend doing to mark the point of your shawl, or the middle point of your shawl, is to take a stitch marker and place it at the chain 1 space. That's the center of your shawl. Alrighty, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. I know that I'm zoomed out quite a bit, so let me do that for you. So as you can see, we're starting to establish a triangle shape. And we're going to continue on to row 2. So to begin row 2, you're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and you're going to turn the work. This does count as a double crochet now and throughout the project, so keep that in mind that this chain 3 is your first stitch of the row. You're going to double crochet twice into the first stitch, and then you're going to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Your next set of stitches is worked in the center or the chain 1 space of your shawl. And let me grab a stitch marker so I can mark that for you guys so you can see it a little bit easier. So that is right here. And we're just going to move this stitch marker up once we get going. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit further yet. So that you can see it even better. Okay, so the next set of stitches is worked in that that chain 1 space, and you're going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet again into that chain 1 space as noted with the parentheses in the pattern. So we have 1 double crochet, a chain 1, and a second double crochet. And this is usually known as a V-stitch. In this, it's actually allowing you to turn and create that angle and make a point for a triangle shawl. So I'll move my stitch marker up into that chain 1 space, as so, and I'm going to continue down the other side of the shawl. So you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Excuse me. And in the last stitch, which is that beginning chain of row 1, you're going, I usually do it at the top, but I go down sometimes even to the second chain so the finish is a little bit nicer. And you're going to double crochet 3 times into the top of that turning chain, or that beginning chain. Alrighty, so we've now set up the pattern for continuing. So we're going to continue with row 3. There's still no post stitches in this row, and so we're going to just continue increasing. Each row increases now by 6 stitches. So we're going to chain 3, we're going to turn, and we're going to double crochet twice into the first stitch, like so, and we're going to double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're back to that chain 1 space. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to double crochet once, chain 1, and work a second double crochet into that chain 1 space. We're going to move our stitch marker up to continue marking that chain 1 space and the center of our shawl. I'm going to zoom out a little bit again, guys, because that's a bit close now that we have some fabric to look at. So we're going to double crochet in the next 6 stitches. And I'm doing this pretty quickly, but don't hesitate to reach out if you need some help with the double crochets. If you notice me pulling the project off screen, it's so that I can tug some string out of the yarn cake here. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to do 1 more. And in the final stitch, we're going to do 3 double crochets. Two and 3. Alrighty. So in round 4, the even numbers are actually technically the right side of your work. And that's where the front post double crochets are going to start happening. So to begin row 4, you're going to chain 3, we're going to turn, and we're going to double crochet as before in the first stitch 2 times. Okay. And we're going to front post double crochet around the next stitch. I'm going to zoom back in so that you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing to create this stitch. So the stitch that we're going to be working around, I'm going to pull the string out a little bit here, is the first stitch that we're going to be doing a post around is this one. So the chain from the previous row will be to the right of my hook, and the next stitch will be to the left. So to do a front post double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook around the post of the stitch from front around the back to the front again, and it will kind of kind of force your fabric forward, and this creates that ribbed texture. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, completing a double crochet as you would have before. And then in the next stitch, you're going to double crochet. And we're going to do another post stitch. And we're going to alternate like this until we reach the chain 1 space. So we're going to yarn over. This is the next front post. Yarn over. Insert your hook from front around the back to the front again. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You can see that it's starting to create this wonderful texture, and Jess's yarn is actually showing off that ribbing quite nicely. We're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and we're going to front post double crochet around the next one. Double crochet in the next stitch, and I'll go over that front post double crochet again. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook from front around the back to the front again. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. I'm going to go ahead and finish this row, and I will resume the video when I am on row 5. Alrighty, so we're on row 5 now, and I have chained 3, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my work, and we're working on the wrong side, technically, of how the pattern's designed. We are going to double crochet twice in the first stitch, as we have been all along. And then we're going to back post double crochet around the next stitch. And to do a back post double crochet, we're going to be inserting our hook around the post a little bit differently than we did for the front post double crochet. So in this case, you're going to go from back around the front so that your hook's on the opposite side. You're going to, let's see if I can pull this up. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. It'll be easier to see once I get past the tip of this work. And we're going to double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to back post double crochet around the next. So this one will be a little bit easier to find because you're actually going to be back post double crocheting around the front post on the other side, and that makes it a little bit easier to see and to work with, because you can start feeling the ribbing, and so you'll be able to tell like which stitch you're getting ready to work around, which post you're getting ready to work around. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to insert my hook from the back to the front, around the post to the back again. I'm going to pull up a loop. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to double crochet in the next stitch. You're essentially creating a 1-by-1 rib. And we're back. So to back post double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook from back around the front to the back again. So on the front side, my hook will look like this. And on the other side, where you can see the ribbing, my hook's coming out that side. I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to keep doing this across, so I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, and I'm going to work another back post double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, okay, from back to front to back again. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. We're going to double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to back post double crochet around the next stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert from back to front to back again, and yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Alrighty, so your shawl should be starting to take some shape now, and you should be able to see the nice ribbing that is going along the shawl. You've been creating that by doing double crochets in this section, and then front post and back post double crochets to create each of these ribs.